Hi, I'm Jim with Stuff Music, and I'm here today to do a demo of the Dunlop EP103 Echoplex Delay pedal. The Echoplex Delay delivers the legendary tones of the EP3 tape echo unit with a hi-fi, all-analog dry path and a simple control interface, including an age control to age your repeats. The pedal surface has controls for delay, volume, and sustain. The volume knob also functions as a push button that allows you to activate the age mode. By default, the pedal performs as a subtly calibrated, factory-fresh tape echo machine wood. Bright and clear tape with subtle wow and flutter modulation. A quick push of the volume knob lets you age the sound of your repeats, darkening the tone, upping the tape saturation, and increasing modulation and tape distress as you turn the knob clockwise. The pedal can output up to 750 milliseconds of delay, has single quarter-inch input and output jacks, and also features a tap jack that can be hooked up to an external tap tempo switch. Finally, this pedal operates on a 9-volt DC power supply, which comes included with the unit. Get yours today at instuffmusic.com, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, now we're back after the technical specs. Let's just take a closer look at the controls to start with. This is a pretty simple pedal, and it gives you a pretty close representation of an old Echoplex delay unit without all the technical issues that you'd have if you had one of those old boxes. So, from left to right, we have the sustain knob, and that's the number of repeats. So if you hear, I'll turn the volume up a little bit so you can hear this a little better. So you can get a like a quick slap back sound, you know, kind of get the Danny Gatton thing happening if you want, or you can get a longer, you know, number of delays. The delay knob, that's your time. And this pedal goes all the way up to 750 milliseconds. So it's not going to give you super long delays like a digital delay pedal would, but still is a pretty good range. Finally, we have the volume, and that's your wet mix. So I had it pretty low at the beginning. You can bring that up. Obviously, if you turn it up all the way, your delayed sound is going to be slightly louder than your dry sound. Now, other than the on-off here, we have a push button in the volume, as you can see. So like I said in the specs, what that does is when you engage it with the light, it adds the age function. So as the original tape units were used, they would get this kind of modulation like a warble to them. And a lot of people like that. Now that's not for everyone, so you can engage or disengage that effect by pushing the volume. And then you can set the amount of warble, so if I hold the volume down, this light will blink, and that'll allow me to set how much tape warble I have. So all the way down, it's going to be nice and clear, like you'd expect from like a brand new tape. But then if I increase it, here it's going to get in a little more. You can really hear it now. And that's all the way up. It'd be kind of a really old tape. So I had that set maybe somewhere in there. Gives you a little bit of that tape character, but not too crazy. Now, how I have this set up today, let's talk about that for a minute. I have the Echoplex going straight into the front of the amp, and then I'm going to show it to you in the loop. And the reason I did that is because famously when guys like Lifeson or Jimmy Page used the Echoplexes, even I think Eddie Van Halen used it straight into the front because, you know, the old Marshalls had no effects loop. So if you don't have the amp super gained up and you have the delay set kind of low, you know, usually if you run a delay pedal into a gained up amp, you're not going to have a good day. But if you run it this way, it's pretty cool and it really works. So here's, you can see how it's set now. Let's give it a listen a little bit. Turn that Mix down a little more. So you can see, as long as you keep the volume down, you can run it straight into the front and really get that vintage thing happening. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug it into the effects loop of this Marshall, and we can hear it that way. All right, now we're back. Let's listen to it through the effects loop. It's going to be a little cleaner. And then we can listen to it without the age effect on at all. You can set it like a slapback, even shorter than that. There we go. Bring that down. You almost have this kind of thing happening. All right, so last we're going to switch it over to the Strat. Here's some single coil sounds. All right, now we're back with the Strat. Let's give it a listen. Okay, so last I'd like to do a little test with an EP booster. Of course, that's the famous little preamp thing that was happening with a lot of these Echoplexes, so let's blend them both together. And here we go. All right, that was the EP103 Echoplex Delay pedal from Dunlop.